Hello angels, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for being here. I love this little corner on the internet where I get to share my heart fully, I get to be myself fully, and today I want to share some more about the journey of your dharma, the journey of following your purpose, and what that process can look like. And especially right now, because it feels so deeply alive. I've been creating more than ever, I've been filming more than ever, I've been feeling more inspired than ever. And this is all because I started opening up my lens of possibility. I started opening up to what is possible, instead of letting myself be limited and boxed in by, okay, this is how I'm supposed to show up, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. You can break free of any limitation when you believe that everything is possible within your field, within your heart, within your soul. So to bring it down a bit more, because I'm getting a little up here, I have been feeling so much freedom around the creation process, right? When you have identified your dharma, when you have identified what you are here on earth for, the first thing that's going to happen is life is going to start reorganizing itself around your decisions and around your path, and everything is going to start making so much sense. You will feel so much more of yourself, so much more passionate, so much more in divine purpose, closer to God, when you identify and find, remember your dharma, remember your purpose. And you can move in that, you can walk in that. It brings so much joy, so much fulfillment, so much passion and ambition. If you ask me 3 years ago, I was not ambitious at all. And I thought that was just the way that I was. I was like, I enjoy laying on the beach and reading and napping and just painting and frolicking about. And I still do enjoy that. But there is a fire that my dharma awakened that brings me, it makes me want to show up in front of the camera and share my story and share what I've found to be my truth, so that I can help other women. I know that a huge part of my journey, my healing journey to love, to relationships, where at first I felt so hopeless in the dating world, unseen by partners, unseen by men, not cherished. I felt used. And I went away from that into, for me, celibacy, and came out on the other end where there's so much love. I feel so deeply cherished and seen and honored and respected. And it's just so liberating. And I went through all of that to bring my wisdom, to bring my teachings, to bring this to other women too. And so if you're wondering what is my dharma, I want you to, right, it's just a little something I'm giving you to investigate. Okay, what is my life story? What did I go through? What can I help other people with? What would me 3 years ago have needed right now? But anyways, we're going a little bit off course. Creation has been feeling like such a fun, creative process. And before I started, I did not like social media. I did not like Instagram. I did not like TikTok. I was just overall not a fan of sharing my life online or being online. My profile was always on private. I would barely post. And so when I felt this calling of, okay, I'm here to show up, I'm here to be seen, that's when I started feeling like, okay, so I need to go on social media. And there was so much resistance. There was so much dread. I felt so drained by doing it. So drained. I was like, how can this be where I need to be if it feels so exhausting? But that was because I looked into this box of social media, which I think it's a whole universe now. I thought of it as a box in which I had to contort myself to fit. When in fact, it's a whole universe where you can make your own worlds and dance and sing and have people join you from all over the world. It's so liberating. And the shift that happened within me is that I started seeing, like, how can I be more creative? How can I get more artistic? How can I get more expressed, more free? How can I make it fun for me? Instead of following strategies and guidelines and this is the way to do it. I don't think there's one single way to do it. I think that the way that lights you up the most, that feels most exciting to you, most liberating to you, that's the way to do it. And I'm so happy for you to be here and be with me on this journey and of expression and of creativity. I truly believe that, right, the holy trinity of love, of life, of purpose, of fulfillment, it's artistry, it's full body coherence, right? Your mind in alignment with your heart, with your soul, with your body. And a sense of architecture, some sort of container in which we dance, a container in which we move, a space in which we can fully be free and liberated and ourselves and deepen, right? When there's no boundaries whatsoever, we may get lost. It may be overwhelming too. You're like, oh my God, right? This is when everything's possible. We're like, oh my God, everything is possible. And it's about the lens that you see it with. It's like, everything's possible. We don't want it to become so wide that we get overwhelmed by it. Like, oh my God, everything's possible. What am I supposed to do? Right? That's another segue where we prefer not to go. But even if we do go there, we get to circle back into everything's possible. And I get to do what brings me the most joy, what lights me up the most. And that's what matters. That's what's the most important thing, is like, okay, does it bring me joy? And does it expand my consciousness? Does it expand my heart? I don't even know where exactly we're going here, but right, we have artistry, we have the creative process, we have our dharma, and they all circle around each other in this beautiful dance where we get to follow the choreography that God gave us on this earth, right? The choreography is your dream, it's your vision, it's what you're seeing that is possible. Your vision, you can see it because it's there. And as a fellow previously dreamy girl, I know exactly what it feels like to have these huge visions, these dreams of what you desire for your life. But I also know what it feels like when they land. When you get to hold them in your hands and look, and they're so close and they're so real. If you are feeling like you're not taking active action towards your dreams, towards your visions, I want you to really inquire, why are you keeping your dreams in your head? Because it feels safe? Because no one can touch them? Because no one can judge them? Because no one can say anything about them? It requires an open heart, a being okay with the vulnerability to let your dreams land and hold them in your hand. Even do it with me right now, right? Put your hands out and Put your dream inside and notice how vulnerable and beautiful and heart-opening and exciting it feels to have it so close to your body, so close to your life, your reality. It's so deeply magical. And taking actions towards your vision and your dream is not only a devotion to yourself, but it's an offering to God, because God put those desires in your heart for a reason. I always say this all the time. Every dream that you have, every desire that you hold, of course, discerning, right? Is it coming from love? If so, God put it there. God knows that you are able to make it come true. And when we move with that knowing, when we move with that deeply, deep soul knowing, there's no way but for it to happen. And that's so liberating and freeing. And when we can embody that perspective, wow, isn't that amazing? Isn't that incredible? Isn't that so deeply magical? I think so. I like to think so. So remember, you are here to live a life filled with joy and virtue, truth, liberation, expression, artistry. Go make some art. Go make some art around your dharma, around your expression. Inside of the Earth Angel membership, a membership space that I curated for the artist women, for the entrepreneurial women, for women with a big heart, women with a big vision. We have monthly art classes infusing the body and the mind and the soul together to create mind-blowing art. There's rituals and practices where you get to really come into your body so you can make your dreams come true, so you can fall in love. Let's just enjoy falling in love. Isn't that what life is about? Okay, that was it for today, loves. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts, what this touched, and I'll see you in the next one.